this movie, Casper, from 1995? Yeah, well, I did. I watched this as a kid, and let's just say, I don't remember it being good. However, that was a while ago, so maybe it's decent. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Anyway, since it is currently the Day of the Dead, what better way of celebrating remembering the dead than watching this Dead franchise starring a dead child? Casper was an anime character from the 1940s who starred in 55 animated shorts. Then somebody bought it out and made some comics about him in the 50s. I guess some people liked it, but he didn't really have a huge cultural impact. I mean, this wasn't Looney Tunes or Mickey Mouse per se. His animated cartoons aren't really that well known. In fact, you can find pretty much all of them on YouTube for free. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, someone decided that this guy deserved a movie in the 90s, because in the 2000s and the 90s, every one of these cartoon characters had to get a live-action movie, and a lot of them were awful, like the Garfield movie.
Catch up with you. It's probably just a mild concussion, or maybe I'll get a CAT scan. A CAT scan!
I mean, why would you want to make a live-action version of a cartoon anyway? I mean, some people watch them, like the Disney live-action remakes, but all of them suck. I mean, have you seen The Smurfs? That movie is terrible. But you know what? From what I remember, I don't remember it being nearly as bad as those movies, so maybe it won't be that bad. I mean, let's give it a chance, you know? Haven't seen it in a good many years, so maybe it'll be good. Let's pop this fucker in. And yes, I am watching on it on VHS. So what's this movie about? Well, it's about this woman who marries some old guy and he dies, so he gets all her money, but he doesn't have any money, just a haunted house, but the house has gold in it. So this other guy here, who is played by the great Eric Idle, best known for his role as in Shrek the Third, the best character in Shrek of all time.
Just thought I might help set the mood!
So yeah, this guy actually kind of sucks. I know he's in Monty Python, but I've seen him in a couple things. I didn't like him in any of them. He sucked in European Vacation. Terrible in Shrek the Third. That was a joke. That movie sucks. And yeah, and I don't know what his character is in this movie. Is he a lawyer or fuck buddy? They don't really explain it that well. So yeah, they try to get some money, because all these movies have this same plot where some Karen tries to get money from some random person. It happened in the new Finest Phrase movie. It happened in the Addams Family 2 movie. You know, it just happens all the time. So they try to destroy the house and all our stuff, but these guys are just too scared, so they all run away. Now, for some reason, this upsets Casper for some reason. I have no idea why it upsets him. I mean, they're going to destroy his home. I'm sure Casper would have had great friends with construction worker Joe Schmo over there once his whole house is completely destroyed and he has to sleep under the ground for the rest of his bald life. What a lovely idea, Casper. Yeah, keep those construction workers there that are trying to destroy your house. What an idiot. Casper then watches some TV, where they are advertising some dude on the news for some reason. He's a therapist for ghosts, which makes a whole lot of sense. But I guess in this universe, ghosts exist, so maybe some of them need therapy. They might need some better help. I don't know why I keep getting advertised better help, but everyone seems to advertise it to me. Anyway, the real reason, and so Casper decides that this guy here, he needs to invite him over. Not because he needs therapy, but because he is simping. Look at that, he's simping over his daughter, whose name is Kat for some reason. And she's played by Christina Ricci, best known for playing Wednesday Addams. And that's the whole reason they cast her in this movie. So, much like a lot of people in the modern day, he simps over Wednesday, because I guess he's one of those guys. And yeah, he tries to invite them over through the phone. Alright, so I know you're thinking, this movie seriously can't be about Casper trying to get his ghost appendage in another person. But I'm not joking, that is literally what Casper's plan is. Look at this.
She's here. She's in my house. I did it. What if she likes me? What if she doesn't? Hi, I'm Casper. I'm a ghost? No, it's a total disaster. Ugh. Yo, I'm Casper. Sup, give me.
Casper is a simp.
There's a girl on my bed. Yes.
Casper isn't the only freak in this movie. I mean, look at how these people touch this girl. I mean, what the heck is their problems? I mean, seriously. Such creeps. Call Chris Hansen on these people.
Pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Okay.
Unfortunately, we get to see more of Casper's fetishes in the movie. Like, he likes to be beaten as a pillow, which is really inappropriate. Like, this is a kid's movie? Look at Casper. Jeez Louise, man. Get your kinks in line. Also, for some reason, the dad is scared of Casper, even though he believes in ghosts since he's a ghost therapist. So, I don't get it. Is he like a fraud? Is he a terrible father or something? Because he brings his daughter all these places because he believes in this crap, but apparently he doesn't know what ghosts look like. So he's a fraud. He's a terrible father. This guy should get diapers caught on his ass. So Casper's uncles, or maybe gay dads, I'm not exactly sure, they come back, and I guess they try to scare the dad. So how do the gay uncles scare him? Why, being cameos from random actors like Clint Eastwood and Ronnie Dangerfield and Mel Gibson, who is very scary. But don't worry, they get easily defeated by Luigi's Mansion logic. But don't worry about the ghost dads or uncles. They have to tell very good jokes, like dick jokes.
Man, hold that one!
Who do you think?
Who's got that pointy head in my...
That's not my head.
Unfortunately for the rest of us, we get to see Casper's BDSM kink. I mean, how many kinks does one bald ghost have? So after Casper showcases his BDSM kink, he decides that he's going to groom Cat this time by making her some eggs for breakfast. Ghost style, I guess. And then his uncles come in, or gay dads, and they eat, I guess, all the stuff. And I don't know why, every time these guys come on screen, it just feels so uncanny. The way they're animated just looks so wrong. Like, I don't know, it looks like it's unrendered or something. I know this is 1995 and the CGI isn't that bad, but it just looks weird as shit. I mean, look at this guy. Why is his face so fucking long? So while his daughter goes to a new school and sets up a party, the dad gets convinced by these ghosts that they've seen his dead wife. And it goes through these doors that she'll be there. And it takes on a long time. And, yeah, I mean, I guess you already know the payoff is that she's not on the other side, but the film acts like she is. But, of course, on the other side of the doors isn't his wife at all. I mean, what? The ghosts who are assholes to me the whole time are lying to me? And instead, we get this lovely, lovely scene.
Amelia? My man!
I'm sure that's somebody's fetish. So Casper gets cucked by this douche bro here. Of course, that upsets him a lot because he wants to bang her. Casper simps really hard after this. It's like, be with me. He goes full on simp and acts like Titan from Megamind. He literally does the exact same thing the villain in a movie does. Like, literally, he kidnaps a girl for flying in the air and fake saving her. And he's supposed to be the protagonist, keep that in mind. Casper is a villain. And following this, we get the creepiest scene in the movie.
Cat, can I keep you?
So they find this ugly dress that they think is so amazing. I mean, are you kidding me? This is not a good outfit. I mean, what even are you supposed to be? Somebody on their Las Vegas wedding? I mean, they act like this is the best outfit of all time, but it sucks. So it turns out that Casper's dad was a Jigsaw from Saw because he makes this death trap of a roller coaster. Like, what the hell is going to happen there? That's not going to shave you. It's going to kill you. Like, seriously, look at that. Totally not a sane person there. So one of the weirdest new subplots they add is that Casper's dad was some inventor who invented a way to bring people back from the dead. I'm not even joking about that. Yeah, he has the ability to bring people back to life. And he never uses this, even though it works. Like, I'm not joking, that machine actually works. And they fail to get it working, but at the same time, it works. So, I mean, what the heck? So, in this universe, they're bringing people back to life, which is really, really dumb. And the villains, who are the people who own the house, are like, we could use this to get into the vault. Or some bullshit like that. Also, if you mess this up, you turn into an egg. I don't know why he's an egg. Like, what is with the eggs in this movie? So, the other two people try to kill each other because the one has to die to get into the vault for some reason. I mean, maybe they don't have to, but they're idiots. So, the one guy dresses up as a knight, she trips, and the next second he's out of the knight costume. Like, how? What the heck? And then they're trying to murder each other. Like, what is going on here? This movie has a weird obsession with death all of a sudden. Because now Casper's gay dads are like, we should kill this dad guy so he can become one of us for some reason. I guess they like him now. Why? Because he's drunk. And how they get drunk? They brought him to a bar that's empty. Or whatever. It doesn't make... It makes as much sense as it sounds. After more sexual assault, this time coming from the dad, the ghosts decide that they don't want to kill him anymore. But unfortunately for them, he dies anyway. We are then treated to some nightmare fuel where Casper gets his head blown up. Like, what the heck's going on there? So the Karen woman comes back as a realistic looking ghost for some reason. It just looks very odd. Like, why does she have hair and Casper bald? And I think a guy portrays him, but then he dies, like right here. Yeah, he's not coming back to do Shrek 4 or 5, where the hell. And she also dies, like, quite easily. Like, these guys were the easiest characters to kill off in the world. They were barely in the movie. What was the point? What was the point? Also, to add insult to injury, that treasure they wanted the whole time, the whole reason this movie even exists is that it's a baseball. Like a beat-up baseball. It's signed by somebody, I don't fucking know. I mean, what the fuck? Fuck you, Casper. And since her dad died, Casper can no longer come back to life, meaning he can no longer bang Wednesday Addams. Poor Casper. I forgot to mention that these characters exist. They're in the movie. They don't like Cat for some reason. It's not really explained. They're barely in the movie. So, like, we're gonna scare everybody, which makes no sense. Like, you're on Halloween, you're dressed up. That's not scary. Like, doesn't make any sense. Of course, people would expect you to be dressed up like that. It's not gonna be shocking. But, of course, their mission fails immediately. And that's it. They're in the movie for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Like, what's the point of these characters? The answer is nothing. One last fetish from Casper. He's into vor. And Casper decides that it's time to rip off Disney, as we have a literal homage to Pinocchio here, randomly, for some reason. Like, this is literally just taken from Pinocchio. She's like, I'll make you into a real boy! But they say it's like Cinderella. You mean like, no, it's Pinocchio, you dumbass. No, it's a timeline like Cinderella. Fuck you, Casper. Fuck you and your bald ass head. I was about to mention this woman is their mom, by the way. The mom who died, for some reason. Like, why? I don't get it. Why does she have magical powers? Why is she realistic? Why are the other ghosts CGI? What is going on in this? But that's okay. Casper gets to be his girl. The one he wanted all along. And of course, he has to recite his famous creepy line.
I told you I was a good dancer. Can I keep you?
So the movie ends with Casper finally getting to first base. Unfortunately for him, it's revealed that Cat was in a necrophilia the whole time. This caused everyone to run out. And Casper decides that he is going to vor us. Wait, Lily, look, he's voring us. And that was Casper. It sucked. I didn't think it would be this bad, but this is one of the worst paced movies I've ever seen. The tone changes drastically from trying to be serious to a terrible comedy. It's one of those movies that flies by, but at the same time, it's hard to process what you even watched. This film is just one long fever dream, with the main plot just being that Casper wants to bang a girl, which is a very odd plot. It's not him wanting to make friends or something like that, it's just him wanting to be with this girl, and coming back to life just to be with this girl. It's very, very odd. Unless you have a couple of friends and want a Halloween movie to make fun of, I recommend watching this. But if you don't, just stay away from this ghost. Though I do admit that the house set is pretty good looking. And for 1995, the CGI isn't that terrible. Like, I've seen worse from later decades. But this is a Casper. I'm leaving. So, yeah, I gotta leave before Casper, simps over me, too. Which I really don't want that to happen. Casper gets my final rating of 1.5 out of 5 stars. Check out my letterbox at KyleLHCB. Thank you for watching.